Hey guys, Kippa here with a long overdue tutorial about how to do a YouTube background using Adobe Photoshop CS3. It's not free, but it was free when I got it, so lucky me. The first thing you want to do is you want to have a background, and basically just go to Google to pick out an awesome wallpaper you want. Maybe a gaming one. It really just depends. And then just kind of put it in Adobe Photoshop. And unfortunately, because I'm using this, it's on my downstairs computer and it's running really slow, so I sped it up to help it out a little bit. So I'm actually going to be fading two images together, and I'll show you how to do that. So here's our two images. As soon as this one pops up, thank you. First of all, we're going to make the first image 2000 by 2000 because that's the size of my YouTube template, which I probably upload on DeviantArt. So you guys be able to use that too. So there you go, there's kind of a cool wallpaper. I mean, I like it a lot. And then I'm going to have the other one faded into it, and which I'll show you here in a minute. First of all, what we're going to do is we're going to make it the size we want to do by clicking on free transform and then moving it all the way over there and then shrinking it up a little bit. And now down at the bottom right hand corner there's going to be a button. I'll put like a little like there, and it'll say like add layer mask or something like that. And then you just go to your gradient thing, make sure it's on black to white and it's on normal. If you don't see the black to white, you'll probably see a paint can. Just right click and then it'll be gradient. So we're gonna pick normal, and then we're just kinda gonna gradient it and it'll fade it, so that looks really nice. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put our template in. Yeah, I'm kinda sorry this is co-commentary, but I'm speeding up many parts so it'll be actually enjoyable to watch instead of like a 15-minute video. And there's our template. To get rid of this white background, which you will see here in a minute, please hurry up and load. Come on, load. Thank you. Now to get rid of that white background, you're going to go to your magic eraser, and then just click on the white so it'll get rid of the white. Now you want to go to your layer style and your blending options. This helps a lot with all kinds of stuff you can do. For here with the template, I'm going to do an outer glow, make it about 20 by 20, or a spread of 20 and then the size of 20. You can't really see it right now, but you'll see it. So it actually makes it pretty cool. To make it where I want it to be, it's going to be at 1000 because that'll be dead center. And then about the height I want it is going to be 1000.6. That'll be the perfect template size, or where the template should be. So now what we're going to want to do is put our pictures of whoever you want to, and for this background, for this guy I'm making, he wants Zelda images. So for not to have that white background, you're going to want to put .png images, which doesn't make a background. I mean, if there is a white background, you just use that magic eraser, but if there's a thing like Mario with his white glove, sometimes it'll get rid of some of his glove, so you want to try to get some PNG images. And basically we're going to go down, pick our first image that we want. For this particular one, I'm not going to have like a ton of characters down the sides. I'm just going to have like two of them, and they're going to be kind of big. I will show you how to like do a whole bunch of characters down the line, but for now I'm just going to kind of do this. So as you can see, it's in front. Well, on the right corner, as you can see, that you gotta want to put the template up top, so the Zelda image will be behind it. Then we're just gonna kind of shrink it the way we want it. That looks about good-ish. Well, that looks pretty good. So it's kind of angled out. I will change the transparency of it in a minute. I kind of forgot to do that, but I will as soon as I get this Ganondorf picture I want of it, which will be right here. Now you kind of want it angled, and so the way you do that is you got to change go to image and then flip canvas horizontally, which will flip it kind of opposite way, so he'll be staying the other way. And then for this one, instead of a glow, I'm actually gonna put a shadow. It's kind of hard to see, but I do put a shadow of it because it's Ganondorf and Link's good, so I put the glow around him. Jeez. Sorry I'm talking so fast, it's just I have to keep up with this video. Okay, sorry for that random cut. My computer went black for a minute. So now what we're going to do is change the image size and then make it the way we want it. Fortunately, because of my computer's like spazzing out there for a minute. So now I'm going to change the opacity to about like 70%. So Ganondorf and Link will be sort of transparent, which will make it a little bit nicer, a little bit cooler, in my opinion. Alright, so now what we're going to do, now I'm going to show you something that you could do. Now, if you want to have a bunch of people down the side, you obviously want to have them smaller. I'm just going to do this as a demonstration. I'm not going to have this for the actual thing, but you kind of want to have them, like, angled out, which if you go up to the top, you can do, like, horizontally, or not horizontal, but, like, you can either, like, curve them to the right or to the left. Now, since he's on the left, he wants to be curved to the left, so it'll be angled out more. So obviously you'll be able to see a little bit. Well, obviously you'll be able to see him a little bit better. But obviously I don't want that. So now I'm gonna put his name on the side. And for this guy, lucky him, his name is Sir Roland 64, I believe. So we're gonna flip the canvas about 90 degrees. I think it was 90 degrees counterclockwise. We're gonna put his name there. Make it a little bit bigger. And there we go. Now instead of having like a glow or a shadow, we're actually gonna put a stroke, and no, that's not a friggin' where you like spaz out. This is kind of a blue line. You can have any color line. And now we're gonna put a pattern overlay on him. We're gonna put a certain pattern to kind of give it a texture, and then change the transparency of that to like 20 or so to make it a little bit textury. If you also go to filter, you can also change it to some different textures if you want to, but yeah, that's pretty much almost it for the background. For now, though, we're gonna want to put a gradient at the bottom so it like fades to black. Now you can only do that if the image is like doesn't have any other images in it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna save it as a JPEG. We're gonna try to get it at the best quality, but basically for YouTube, you can't have it over a megabyte. For it to have a background, it has to be under a megabyte, fortunately. So now we're gonna open up that image again, and this time for the gradient, we're not gonna have it on normal. We're gonna have it on darken. It'd be a little bit better if I had a different background, but since it's all black, it's not really gonna make it much of a difference, except for that text at the bottom. So now, as you can see, there we have a nice little gradient at the bottom, and that's pretty much it. A fairly basic background, but it looks very nice. I hope this was very informative, and I hope you guys like it, and I will see you guys later, so goodbye.